Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, our group member will represent a topic about legal and business records at Jabatan Pendaftaran Negara or JPN Putrajaya. But before we start, let's get to know our group member first.
I will explain about the introduction. It's about overview of the importance of record management in Jabatan Pendaftaran Negara (JPN) Putrajaya. Firstly, record management is very important because it ensures that all vital records such as birth, death, marriage, divorces, personal identification, and citizenship are systematically managed and well organized. Secondly, it makes sure that all of these records are accurate, complete, and easy to access whenever they are needed for legal, administrative, or public services purpose. Thirdly, good records management is crucial for protecting sensitive personal data. This also includes ensuring the integrity, security, and confidentiality of records so they are not misused or lost. Next, JPN must also follow important laws such as the National Registration Act 1959 and the Personal Data Protection Act 2010 to manage and protect records properly. Besides that, records management supports the department's daily operation, such as issuing my card, birth certificates, and verifying identities for the public. The last key point is that the JPN must manage both digital and physical records effectively and in accordance with national records management standards. In conclusion, record management at JPN Putrajaya is essential not only for operational purposes but also for ensuring legal compliance, data protection, and quality public services. The first one is the spearhead comprehensive demographic records. JPN ensure the proper registration of important events such as birth, death, marriage, divorces, and also citizenship. This help maintain accurate records for identity services and support national planning. The second one is position JPN as Malaysia's principal reference agency. This also aims JPN to be a main national reference for identity records through digital initiative. This ensures public services can rely on one trusted resources for identify verification. The third one is to maintain data integrity and national sovereignty. JPN is responsible for protecting all records from tampering and ensuring authenticity. This safeguards Malaysia's legal identity system and national sovereignty. The fourth one is the drive digital transformation in records management. JPN is moving towards digital records and electronics archive to improve efficiency, accuracy, and reduce paper use to support the country's digital government initiative.
The name of our organisation is the National Registration Department of Malaysia, or Jabatan Pendaftaran Negara (JPN). This department operates under the Ministry of Home Affairs and is responsible for managing important aspects such as identity card, citizenship, births, and deaths. JPN also ensures the smooth administration of personal identification system like My Card for adults and My Kit for children. Next, history and background of the National Registration Department or JPN. JPN was established in 1948 under the Emergency Registration Areas Regulation. At that time, it was mainly created as a security measure during the Malayan emergency. As Malaysia developed, JPN started to use modern technology to improve public service delivery, making the registration process faster and more secure. The department's roles also expand to include birth, date, marriage, and citizenship registration, which are all important for maintaining accurate population record. The headquarters moved several times over the years and was officially relocated to Putrajaya in 2004. Today, JPN Putrajaya functions as the main national registration center, managing and monitoring all state and district JPN branches across the country. Now, I will explain about the organizational chart and location of JPN Putrajaya. On the left side of the slides is the organizational chart, which shows the top management of the department. It includes the Director Generals, Deputy Directors, and other key officers who are responsible for different divisions in JPN. On the right side is the location of JPN headquarters. It is located at number 20 Persiaran Perdana, Persin 2 Pusat Pentadbiran Kerajaan Persekutuan, SIP 2551 Putrajaya, Malaysia. This location is in the heart of Malaysia's Federal Administrative Centre, where many important government offices are based.
Now, let's move on to the types of organisation. Jabatan Pendaftaran Negara is a federal government department under the Ministry of Home Affairs. It is an official organisation established under several federal laws such as the National Registration Act 1959 and the Birth and Death Registration Act 1957. JPN's legal nature is administrative, and it administers and enforces matters pertaining to civil registration and personal identity throughout Malaysia. Next, there are several jurisdiction and operations of Jabatan Pendaftaran Negara, which is first, legal authority and core functions. JPN operates under the Ministry of Home Affairs and is legally empowered by acts such as the National Registration Act 1959 and Birth and Death Registration Act 1957. And also, it handles civil registration matters including birth, death, marriage, divorce, adoption, and also citizenship. Second, importance of legal records. So each record issued by Jabatan Pendaftaran Negara, such as birth certificates or MyCard, hold significant legal and administrative value. So these documents are crucial for public services like education, healthcare, and also legal proceedings. Third, records management practice. JPN enforce strict records management policies, ensuring documents are accurate, secure, and authentic, and are preserved according to national retention schedules. This supports public trust and legal compliance. Lastly, legal and governance standards. All civil records must be legally valid and court admissible, requiring secure storage, authorized access, and proper disposal. JPN follows guidelines from the National Archive of Malaysia to uphold these standards.
Next, regarding the record management activities in JPN Putrajaya, the first activities is the policies. So the first policies is the vision, mission, and quality policies. So JPN Putrajaya follows vision, mission, and quality policies in managing records. So the first one is the vision is to be the top agency in managing people, personal records with honesty and responsibility, protecting the country's identity. The mission is to become the main agency that people can trust for identity information by using modern digital system. Quality policy is to provide services that are fast, accurate, safe, and friendly to the public. The second policy is regarding data security and privacy policies. They use a cyber security system and follow internal security policies to protect their digital records and database. All these follow personal data protection (PDPA), making sure personal information is safe and used responsibly. GPN also use safe online system for public services through digital platforms. The third one is legal compliance policies. So they follow several important laws when managing records, such as National Registration Act 1959 and also Birth and Death Registration Act 1957. These laws control how records like birth, death, marriage, and identity documents are handled. JPN also use internal guidelines and manuals to make sure records are organized, stored, and disposed of properly and legally. And the last one is the service excellence and public engagement policies. JPN want to give the best of them, so their staff are trained to be helpful, fast, and also professional. And they also improve public services by offering like online services like My Janji Temu, where people can book appointment easily, and also they can reduce their time while waiting at the JPN itself.
Sixth procedure in managing business and legal records. JPN's records management process begins with the creation and collection of records when individuals report significant life events such as birth, death, marriage, adoption, or citizenship applications. During this stage, individuals are required to complete relevant forms and submit supporting official documents. These records are then captured and entered into JPN's digital system, which forms the foundation for further processing and verification. It is essential that the information provided is accurate, complete, and complies with legal standards to ensure the integrity and reliability of the records. The second procedure is registration and verification. After collecting the required information, JPN officers evaluate the verification process to confirm the accuracy and authenticity of the submitted documents such as birth certificates and identification cards. Once verified and found to be valid, the data is officially entered into JPN system. Each approved record is then assigned a unique reference number like a birth certificate number. This step ensures that all records are legally valid, accurate, and comply with the National Registration Act 1959. Third step is classification and filing. Once records are registered, they are sorted and classified by type and accessed according to level, which can be public, limited, or confidential. This helps JPN easily identify, retrieve, and manage records throughout their life cycle. Records are stored in both physical and digital systems. Proper classification also ensures the right people have access and helps determine how long each record should be kept. Fourth procedure is storage and preservation. Access to JPN's legal records is strictly controlled to protect personal data and prevent misuse. Only authorized individuals, such as the person named in the record, legal representative, or government agencies, can request access. Records can be retrieved through JPN's website or service counters after identity verification. For sensitive records like adoption or citizenship, special approval or legal documents are required. This process follows the Personal Data Protection Act 2010 to ensure privacy and protect individual rights. The final step in managing records is to either archive or dispose of them. Records with long-term legal or historical value are sent to the National Archive of Malaysia for permanent storage. Records that are no longer needed can only be destroyed based on approved retention schedules. This ensures legal compliance and efficient use of storage space.
Next is guideline used in JPN Putrajaya. The first one is identity card application. This covers the procedures for applying, renewing, or replacing a My Card. It includes specific age requirements and necessary documents. Second, births and deaths registration. These guidelines emphasize the needs to register births within 16 days and deaths within 7 days, along with the required official documents. Third, marriage and divorce registration. This outlines the step for registering non-Muslim marriage and divorce. It also includes the needs for proper notice and issuing of certificates. Fourth, citizenship application. This refers to applying for citizenship through birth abroad, naturalization, or marriage to a Malaysian citizen. Proper documentation is essential. Last but not least, data protection and confidentiality. Under the PDPA, it's important that all personal data is kept secure. Staff must follow proper data handling practice to ensure confidentiality. Now, let's take a look at the information management guidelines that align with national and international standards. Firstly, all procedures should follow national standards such as those from Arkib Negara and ISO IEC 27001, which is the international standards for information security and data protection. These standards help us decide on the appropriate storage method, access level, and how long the data should be kept, known as the retention period. It's also referred to retention schedules provided by Arkib Negara, which help maintain proper record-keeping practice. Ultimately, by following these guidelines to ensure the integrity, confidentiality, and availability of our records. These practices are essential in protecting sensitive data and maintaining public trust.
So next is the requirement of record management activities in Jabatan Pendaftaran Negara JPN Putrajaya branch. There are several key aspects that need to be considered by the organization. Firstly is legal and regulatory compliance. The organization need to comply with national law such as National Archive of Malaysia 2003. The compliance ensures legality, transparency and public accountability as well as safeguarding individuals' rights. Second one is proper creation and classification of record. The organization need to remain all records in the building accurate, authentic, and completely timely manner for supporting administrative value, legal value, and historical value. It includes birth and death certificates and marriage and divorce documentation. By applying a systematic classification of records, all the information in the building can stay organized and can be retrieved systematically. And thirdly is access and confidentiality. Records in the building must remain accessible to authorized personnel and stakeholders when required, while protecting sensitive information from unauthorized parties. When applying privacy safeguards, it builds public trust to data protection law. Next is storage and preservation. This method is vital in maintaining records integrity, usability, and longevity. Records in paper-based need to be stored securely by controlling the environmental humidity, while electronic records are required by protecting servers and regular backup. By implementing both of these methods to physical and digital preservation, records management in Jabatan Pendaftaran Negara can minimize the risk of losing important files. Next is electronic records management. Jabatan Pendaftaran Negara JPN Putrajaya is relying on electronic record management system ERMS to improve their record retrieval efficiency, paper redundancy, and to streamlining all the process for the overall operations. Next is retention and disposal purpose. By implementing clear retention schedules, it helps Jabatan Pendaftaran Negara JPN to determine the period of keeping record based on its value. Once the record have received their retention period, they are either being disposed or transferred to the archive to be kept permanently. This action is assisting the organization to minimize the storage space of valid papers as well as maintaining legal compliance within their activities. So the next requirement is staff training and competency. A well-trained staff are crucially part of the requirement for the success of the organization.
By conducting regular training, it enables staff to gain knowledge about legal compliance, classification systems, confidentiality guidelines, and the usage of electronic records management. Next is audit and monitoring. Applying audit and monitoring as part of routine can ensure that records management in the building meet the required standards and comply with legal regulation. This action help in identifying gaps, verify compliance, and improve the existing procedures. Next is business continuity and disaster recovery. To secure records from unexpected incidents such as flood, fire, and cyber attacks, Jabatan Pendaftaran Negara JPN should have a well business continuity plan and disaster discovery for their organization. Next is public service delivery. An effective records management gives huge impact to the public service delivery, and accurate, well-organized, and easy retrieval records enable Jabatan Pendaftaran Negara JPN Putrajaya to process application, issues official documents, and respond to the public request promptly.
Next, there are several types of manual at JPN Putrajaya, which is the first one is Work Procedure Manual. This manual outlines step-by-step procedures for core tasks like birth registration, issuing ICs, and marriage registration. It ensures staff follow national laws and provide consistency in work, accountability, and training for both new and senior officers. And the second one is Standard Operating Procedure or SOP Manual. This guide gives detailed instruction for daily operation in different units such as IC unit and marriage unit. It lists exact action to be taken, required form, and how to manage special cases or delays, especially useful in busy service counters. Number 3 is National Registration Department Management System Manual, which is it explains how to use JPN centralized system that manage sensitive data like fingerprints and citizenship. It covers login, data entry, and verification steps to prevent errors, duplication, and ensure data security across government platform. Number 4 is Birth and Death Registration Manual. This manual explains what documents are needed and how to register birth or death, including late registrations. It ensures accurate records, legal rights for individuals, and support national planning through reliable statistics. Number 5 is Marriage and Divorce Registration Manual, which covers how to register civil marriage and divorce, including legal age, required documents, and handling court orders. It ensures records are updated correctly according to the Law Reform Act and manages cross-cultural or international cases. And number 6 is Identify Card Management Manual, which explains how to apply for or replace identify cards like MyCard or MyPR. It includes photo rules, biometric data collection, and steps to handle fraud or late application to protect the national ID system. Number 7 is Record Storage and Disposal Manual. Based on National Archive guidelines, it explains how to classify, store, and safely dispose of records. It ensures legal compliance, protect privacy, and manage the growing volume of JPN's paper and digital documents. Number 8 is Document and Personal Data Security Manual, which focuses on protecting sensitive information like personal data. It includes encryption methods, who can access data, how to report data breaches, and ensures staff follow strict data handling rules to avoid misuse or leaks. Number 9 is new staff training and induction manual, which is used to train new employees, which is it introduces JPN structure, ethics, systems, and job responsibilities. It also ensures all staff are prepared, professional, and consistent in delivering services from day one. Number 10 is internal quality audit manual, which is guides the internal audit process to check if JPN's work meets ISO 9001-2015 quality standard. It helps improve efficiency, reduce errors, and maintain high-quality services by identifying and fixing weaknesses. Number 11 is Complaint and Counter Service Management Manual, which helps counter staff handle customer service properly. It includes steps for processing complaints, answering questions, and managing customer satisfaction. It ensures fair and polite treatment at all JPN counters. And the last one is Official Correspondent and Internal Memo Management Manual, which is this manual sets rules for managing official letters, memos, and inter-department communication. It ensures messages are approved, formatted, and stored properly, helping track decisions and responsibilities. In the SWOT analysis section, it is divided into 4 parts, the first of which is strength. The first strength is diversity and transparency of operation manuals JPNs, use of various manuals such as the MPK, SOP, and NRDMS, which provides clear work instruction including objective, workflows, and supporting documents. This ensures tasks and perform consistently, reduce errors, and support staff training and internal audit. Number 2 is systematic monitoring and internal audit, which is through the Internal Quality Audit Manual and ISO 9001-2015 compliance. JPN regularly evaluates performance and service quality. Every audit finding is followed by corrective action, showing the department's commitment to continuous improvement. Number 3 is efficient digital system and use of technology. The NRDMS system securely stores data and allows fast access for authorized staff. Security features like user activity logs and biometric authentication help prevent errors and ensure smooth, accurate registration processes. And the last strength is information security and confidentiality control. By following the Personal Data Protection Act 2010 and using the Data Security Manual, JPN protects citizen data from unauthorized access. Only authorized personnel can access classified data, safeguarding privacy and maintaining public trust. The second SWOT is weaknesses, which is the first weakness found in JPN Putrajaya is dependence on physical manuals. Despite digital system, many tasks still rely on printed manuals, which are harder to access and update quickly. This causes delays and increases the risk of errors, especially for new or transferred staff unfamiliar with the physical guides. The number 2 of the weaknesses is complex procedure and documentation burden. Registration processes, such as for birth date or ID cards, require multiple documents and lengthy verification. While necessary for accuracy, these steps slow down daily operation and increase workload for staff during peak periods. Number 3 is lack of regular SOP and manual refresher training. Although manuals are updated, not all staff receive proper refresher training. This leads to inconsistent understanding and outdated practices, increasing the chance of procedural mistakes and data inaccuracies. And the last one is limited system integration with other agencies. JPN's internal system lacks real-time integration with key agencies like the Ministry of Health and Immigration. This forces staff to conduct time-consuming manual checks, leading to approval, delays, and data duplication. Next are the opportunities available in JPN Putrajaya, which is the first one is full digitization of record management system. JPN can implement an electronic record management, which is ERM system, to handle all documentation digitally. This includes shifting to e-manuals, e-records, and cloud-based platforms. It will improve storage efficiency, speed up data retrieval, reduce paper usage, and streamline audit and monitoring processes. Number 2 is online training and integrated induction modules. By developing interactive e-learning modules, JPN can ensure all employees are consistently trained on current SOPs and manuals. This approach enables easy updates, reduces training costs, and supports continuous learning for both new and existing staff. Number 3 is strategic collaboration with other government agencies. Through system integration with agencies like the Immigration Department, Ministry of Health, and EC, JPN can enable real-time data exchange. This would speed up application processing, reduce redundant verifications, and improve accuracy in record updates. Number 4 is increasing public trust through transparency and innovation, introducing features like e-complaints, live dashboard, and appointment system, such as My Janji Temu, can enhance transparency and service delivery. These innovations build public trust and improve JPN's image as a modern and reliable government agency. And the last thing in SWOT analysis is threats, where the first threats are risk of cyber attacks and data breaches. As the keeper of sensitive national data, JPN faces constant cyber threats. Any breach of system like NRDMS could compromise personal information and damage public confidence in government institutions. Number 2 is natural disaster or technological system. Disruption, floods, fire, or technical failures can damage record or disrupt digital system. Without a strong disaster recovery plan, vital data may be lost and services may be delayed, impacting national operation. Number 3 is sudden changes in policies and administrative directive. As a federal department, JPN must comply with abrupt policy shift. Rapid changes can disrupt workflow and documentation, leading to confusion, rush adjustment, and errors in record handling. And the last one is human resource shortage and work stress. A shortage of staff, especially at service counters, increase pressure on existing officers. High workloads may reduce the quality of service and lead to non-compliance with SOPs if staff training and recruitment are not well managed.
Next is recommendation. Despite the existing record management practices in Jabatan Pendaftaran Negara JPN Putrajaya, there are several improvements that the organisation still can do in improving their overall operations. Firstly is digitize SOPs and establish a knowledge management system. By converting all physical records into digital formats, by creating a centralized internal knowledge portal, it can help authorized staff to easily access to the system. The system needs to provide features like search functions and categorize content within its department. Secondly is streamline process and digitize form. Jabatan Pendaftaran Negara JPN Putrajaya should conduct process mapping exercise to identify and eliminate redundant steps in service delivery. The redesigned complex procedures need to be more user-friendly and time-efficient as it functions for replacing paper-based forms with online-based fillable forms into internal and public-facing platforms. And thirdly is enhanced system interoperability and collaboration. Since the organization do work with ministries agency, the organization is required to create a shared database that allow for a real-time data exchange. The standardized format should align with national digital architecture. Next is strengthen cybersecurity infrastructures and staff awareness. Jabatan Pendaftaran Negara JPN Putrajaya need to deploy multiple layers of security, including firewalls, data encryption, and prevention system (IPS). Applying strict access control requires multi-factor authentication (MFA) help IT members to avoid cyber threats. Next is build flexibility in operational procedures and communication systems. Developing design modular and adaptable SOPs, the records can be easily revised without major overhaul. The implementation of digital communication platforms can be used for real-time dissemination of new instructions. And lastly is improve workforce planning, support system, and workload management. Periodic workload assessment, be able to identify shortage and future needs of Jabatan Pendaftaran Negara JPN Putrajaya by optimizing staff placement and analyzing workflow patterns within department. And as for conclusion, to sum up, Jabatan Pendaftaran Negara JPN Putrajaya is essential to the organized and law-abiding administration of